Hello and welcome. My name is Kelly Wilk, and today we have a healing meditation. Let's begin by taking deep breaths in and deep breaths out. Deep breaths in, deep breaths out. We take these deep breaths in and out and find ourselves reaching a state of calm, a state of peace, a state of oneness. As we take these deep breaths, we shift our awareness to our connection point with the ground. We find ourselves sinking through the floor, onto the ground, into the earth, following that line of solidity. Being aware of our firm foundation. As we remain here, connected to the earth, we find ourselves imagining that we are covering ourselves over with some sort of clay. We wipe it gently all over us. We may feel the texture of the clay. Is it very thick or thin and watery? We may notice a certain color to the clay. Perhaps it's brown, perhaps it has a reddish tint or a grayish hue. We take note of any smells that come to our attention as we cover ourselves with this clay. Once we feel we have smeared this clay all over us in our imaginations, we then let it set for a while. And we feel the clay drawing out any impurity, any negativity, any energy that is not helpful to us on our spiritual path. We continue to be aware of the clay as it hardens, as it draws out the negativity and covers and protects us. Once we feel that this clearing is complete, we imagine the sky opening up above us and rain falling down onto us, cleansing us of this healing clay. We feel the water as it hits our heads and streams down our hair onto our shoulders, running down our arms, down our legs, and pooling at our feet. We see and hear and feel and smell the water running down us, and we know that it is further cleansing and clearing us. We may see streaks from the clay as it leaves our form. We may see rivulets of water as they flow downwards. Most of all, we are aware of this strong, clearing, cleansing feeling. We find ourselves turning our face up towards the heavens, welcoming more and more of this clearing, cleansing feeling. Once you find the water runs clear, we know that we are fully cleared, fully cleansed, and deeply grounded to the earth, our mother. From this pure place, we find ourselves reaching upwards to the sky, to the heavens, to spirit and the all that is. We reach upwards until we come above the earth to a starry sky. And here, in this cosmic realm, we find ourselves gathering up stars, making ourselves a crown of stars to connect to the heavenly light. You may gather as many stars as you feel drawn to. Notice how brightly they shine, and perhaps they give off only a very gentle light. Do they seem bright white, golden, yellow? Perhaps they have a bluish tinge even. But we find ourselves reaching up and gathering these stars, forming our own starry crown. Perhaps we gather up just a few. Perhaps we gather up many, many beautiful stars. Whatever number you choose is perfect for you now. Gather your starry crown, and as we see it setting on our heads, we are aware that it forms a direct link between us and the Creator Spirit of the all that is. It links us to the starry sky, to the heavenly realms. We take a moment now to sit with our starry crowns. We feel them shining bright. We feel their connection to us, to our whole bodies, but especially to our heads and minds. And we feel how brightly the stars twinkle and shine and glow and illuminate even the darkest times. We sit here for a moment with our heavenly crowns and see if any messages come to us from the stars. See if they wind themselves down from the sky directly inside the crowns that sit so well on our heads. We give thanks for any message we receive at this time, and we become aware of how very strong and solid our connection is to the light. We give thanks for this constant connection, knowing that it is always with us. Now that we are grounded and we are firmly connected, we draw a beautiful white light all around us. It may seem very solid. It may seem almost like a cloak. Perhaps it is misty. It may be a solid white light. It may be milky white. Perhaps we see sparkles full of different colors in it. But we gather this light all around us, wrapping ourselves in it like a cocoon or a cloak. See that it fully covers your head. It wraps around your shoulders, your belly, your hips, all your torso, down your legs, and even settles around your feet until you are completely enveloped. At this time, as we draw our misty cloaks around us, we may become aware of some sort of cords or connections, some sticky or unpleasant energy stuck to us, but we find it just breaking off, just falling away as we draw our cloaks of light more firmly about ourselves. And if we feel any more heavy or discordant energy, again, we just focus on letting it fall away. We may feel it disengage from us with a little click or a pop or some other sound or feeling. Now, when we feel entirely clear with the light firmly around ourselves, we bring our attention to our hearts. We bring our awareness to the area in the center of our chest where our physical heart is, and also our spiritual hearts. We become aware that inside each of our hearts is a beautiful, beautiful flame. We take a moment to focus on the size or color of this flame. We see how large or small it is, how tall or short, how wide or narrow. We feel any heat given off by our heart's flame. And then we become aware that this flame is giving off more than heat, more than beauty. It is giving off love. We take a moment to really feel the immense quantity of love that is present in each of our hearts. We let that tremendous feeling of love shine forth out of our hearts to our entire selves. We extend that love to all of our bodies, all of our mind, all of our spirit. As our love continues to spread outwards, we find ourselves extending this beautiful ray of love to others. to anyone who we feel compelled to share this wonderful feeling with. See them with you, see them near you now in spirit, and freely offer them some of this tremendously powerful love. We continue sending out this beautiful, loving light for a few more moments. At this time, your mind may conjure up images of particular people, perhaps even of pets, animals, or particular environments. If this is the case, know that you are being drawn to send some of this beautiful, loving energy to these people, or animals, or places. Please go ahead and continue to send out this love now. Once you feel like you have sent out all the love that is required for you to send at this time, find yourself pulling back a little into your own field, your own body, your own heart. And now we will draw our awareness to our hands. As we do this, we see our hands outlined with brilliant light. As we continue to look at our hands, we see them faintly at first and then more strongly begin to glow. The light increases and we might feel a heat or pressure in our palms. We become aware of light coming from our hands, perhaps particularly from our palms or fingers. And this is a healing light that we can beam towards ourselves or towards others. Again, see if there is any part of yourself or part of another where you can direct this beautiful healing light. You find it easy to direct the healing with your glowing, lit up hands. Go ahead and imagine shining some of this light on whatever requires it. Taking just another moment more to send out this light. Before we give thanks to Spirit for the amazing loving and healing energies we all possess. And now we find ourselves drawing our energy more inwards, back to our bodies and our homes. As we find ourselves being once more firmly situated, taking deep breaths, we once more feel grounded and connected to our bodies. Thank you, and welcome back.